from the shotgun. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Broncos at 10-6 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind in the best way.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. A quick throw caught by Rice. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Here's Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. This quick pass complete to Sutton. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 40 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. A quick throw there is incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Yeah, the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Butker on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. The give is to McLaughlin. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now it's Nix. He finds his man, complete. It's Harvey. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. Able to avoid him at the 40. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes going to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. To throw is Nix.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
9 yards that time.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. complete. It's Sutton. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Nix looking to throw again.
A short throw to Ingram. Down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Evan Ingram, 27 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That ball caught. It's Rice. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They go play fake. Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And only able to get two here, stopped at the 30. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver.
Butker's kick here is good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And running with power here.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has some...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
To throw, here's Nix.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
On the handoff, McLaughlin.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Mahomes now to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. In motion left is Rice. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throw left side, completion to Rice.
Down the left sideline.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Rashee Rice.
54 yards.
And the Chiefs add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Working out of the gun is Nix.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. Nix to the air. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Nix from the shotgun. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Nix. He finds his man, complete. It's Harvey. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Carry from McLaughlin. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Nix. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now they'll throw here out of the gun, eluding the pressure right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
We'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
And he will have the first down. And that is not officially going to end it, but they'll be able to take the clock way down from here.
Now Mahomes. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Kansas City,
they finish off the regular season